shit like that where I'm like, am I getting roped into something that like I'm just being friendly? You know what I mean? Like all of a sudden I got a 2-day contract for my beehole. You know?
All right. Episode 69. Fucking
The,
69, baby.
the old Pisces number. No, no, fuck
Yep.
that.
There
Astrology's for the birds. We're here to talk sex, baby.
Yep. There's only two ways that we could have went with the show, the mature way or the immature way. And we don't know what the mature way is. So I Wikipedia'd 69. And the first known 69 was drawn in it was actually a sculpture, a Hindu temple sculpture. And the way that they had it was the dude was standing up. Baby girl's fucking got them legs wrapped around. She's just fucking dangling, you know? Come on.
standing standing
I don't got it
69
like
is a
that.
thing. No way, dude. Not in this world. Not with how fat we are. Let's get the fucking real. Um,
I do
I,
not got it like that.
there's no way. I mean, unless these chicks are tiny, but even if they are, like, nah, 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 dude. I gotta put
Mhm.
my effort in and elsewhere. But right off
Stay
the rip, let's just
horizontal.
yeah, well, yeah. I mean, just in general, let's stay horizontal. Um, but overrated position. Just go out on a limb and say that.
Um, I think it's gone the other way now where people know that it's overrated. I would say now it's like
Rated.
we just talked about it too much. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Now it's just kind of rated. I I I like throwing it in.
Really?
I
I
do. Yeah.
I think conceptually it's great, but also it's like if like I don't know. Think about like as a guy being on the bottom, you're like it's so like
You're
you're at the
trapped.
will of yeah, you're trapped. But obviously you can't be on the top. you know?
You're trapped, but every guy wants to be trapped like
Yeah.
that.
I
Like
mean,
we're
definitely.
not out here we're not out here advocating that you guys shouldn't be doing this.
Yeah,
Because
but anything that
everybody should get their nut whenever and however they want to do it.
yeah, I don't know, man. I kind of disagree with I just don't like the thought of having to be like a fucking alligator and come up for air every fucking 10 seconds.
I get
I
that.
feel like I
I
feel
get
like
that.
fucking the chocolate rain guy when I'm fucking in the 69. I gotta turn my head away and breathe a little bit. You know what I mean?
You know what would really help would be like some sort of like snorkel device that you could put in your nose so it's just up.
it's
You know?
just an apparatus.
Yeah, we need a breathing apparatus, like he says in fucking what's the movie?
the other guys.
Other guys. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna make a breathing apparatus out of kelp. Won't be for hours at a time, but hour 45, no problem.
No problem. See, and I could do that. An hour
yeah,
45. Hour 45. All right, let's run it. So
yeah.
you think it's
Um,
overrated?
I,
You're not utilizing this anymore.
no, I mean I haven't done it. Also, though, you got to realize where I'm at too. Like I haven't been in a real relationship where like if I'm getting into the 69, like things are going well. I feel like you know what I
We've
mean.
been at this for a minute. Yeah, I
Yeah,
get that.
where
I get that.
where it's like I'm just trying to like showcase the skills at this point. 69 ain't it for me. You know what I mean? Like that's not where I'm making my money. Like if I'm gonna go down on a chick or something like that, I'm gonna do it my way and take a little more control. So, uh, but I never liked
It's
it when I did it. You know.
I think that our portion of the job too is not nearly as good when we're at that angle.
100%. And also, like, I mean,
Their
it's
job
kind of
doesn't
gross.
change.
Yeah, exactly. And we're going just fucking nose deep into this, literally. Like,
Mhm.
it's no one likes to, munch box at that angle. Like, it's just such a tough angle to do it at. And I don't know. Like, it's like you're just sitting there with your nose inside of her, and it's like, no, dude,
Asshole.
like, yeah,
or or up north there, you know?
exactly. Um, but yeah, man, I think it's one of the most overrated positions personally. And I'm not a fan of it, to be honest. So I'm good on all that.
Famous 69s, Doug Glatt, obviously, is the
Doug
first one that
Glatt,
comes to mind. Jared
definitely.
Allen, who I hate, is another one that comes to mind. Menace for the Vikings forever.
Hmm.
Not
Who
really. You
else is
don't see
69?
more DNs go 69. I think Jared Allen was like the last guy.
Yeah, yeah. Was Taylor Lewan 69? No.
No, he's 67. Or no,
Yeah,
77.
yeah,
77.
77. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I can see a guy like Lewan being a 69 though. Just for the
Oh,
like the
100%.
next
For
team
the
he goes
goofs.
to. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he's
So,
the goofs guy.
uh,
Jack, you jumped in. We pivoted. Well, we didn't really pivot. We just went right into 69 stuff. Jack in Detroit, Bob in Detroit, Mike in Chicago for everybody that wanted the OG intro there, but we just came in kind of hot. We're going pretty much 69 stuff today. Mike, we're going to get into some Mike dating stories, a couple of them, and then we're pretty much going to go from there. The only thing of note before we get into that is the Detroit Pistons got screwed again today. I'm not going to make a thing out of it. We are the number 5 pick in the draft. We were the worst team in basketball by 10 games. The circle of life in Detroit continues to go round and round. Go Lions. I've said my
uh,
That's all I have to say on it.
yeah,
It's just
that's
fucking depressing to talk about. And today we're smiling because we got some cooch in our face.
yeah.
Is that a bad thing to say? Is
No,
cooch a derogatory term?
I think Cooch
Your hoo ha?
is it. I
I
think
like
hoo
hoo
ha.
ha.
I think hoo ha
Hoo
is
ha is a good one.
obnoxiously funny, but like you never once have been like, "Hey girl, let me get that hoo ha," or never once have you been talking to like your boys and been like, "Man, I got a bunch of hoo ha last night." You know what I mean? Like,
It's
never
not
once.
cool, but it is funny.
No, like I think saying like I got laid or I guess I'm getting pussy sounds gross. That you don't want to say that, but that's usually how it comes out.
Nah,
Let's
I
get
feel
real.
like only like Lil Wayne can say that, and it's like, oh, yeah, that's
Yeah,
cool. If we say
yeah.
that, that's it's not
I
very
got
cool.
lucky last night, something along those lines. But if we're just talking about it, I guess cooch is probably I don't know.
Yep.
There's some good words for vagina.
There's some great words.
Yeah.
An underrated line from if you've never seen it, go watch it. It's called Division Three Football's Finest. It's on Netflix. It's with Andy Dick. Um, he's talking to the players and he's like, I don't care if you like slits or dicks. And I always thought that that's like a slit is a good way to like for vagina too. I like that
Yeah.
phrase,
It's
but
kind of gross too, but I like that one better than a hoo
definitely
ha.
gross too. I, there's another one that Lil Wayne says that I can't think of. Oh, I want to say it's like, I don't know if this is a derogatory term either. We could bleep it out if it is, but like a chotch. I feel like Lil Wayne says that a lot. Is that bad?
No.
What does
I
that
don't
mean?
think that he says that. I think you're wrong.
We
I've
need
heard
Urban
people call
Dictionary
it like
that.
I've heard people call it like a chocha. I think that might be some sort of Latina or like Italian or something. I think a funny
Jack,
one.
Urban Dictionary vagina right now so we can see all the nicknames for it.
I think
Continue,
I
Michael.
think a really funny one is a clam. I think
I
that's
like a
fucking
clam,
funny.
yeah.
Yeah.
It makes a lot of sense,
Yeah.
you know?
It's got
You, bro. The
it's got
first
got a little
I
oyster at the
just
top.
typed in I just typed in
Oh.
vagina slang words, and the first one is snatch, which I do
Snatch.
not like
Yeah,
Oh, I
at
snatch.
like snatch.
all, dude.
I like
It's
snatch.
Yeah, snatch is dangerous. That sounds
Yeah.
like a fly trap type of situation where you're not getting your junk back. But a
Hey
snatch
man.
is
It's appropriate.
what's it?
She latched me with her snatch.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Especially if you I'm not gonna go there. All right, Jack. What's the next one?
Here's what Urban Dictionary has to say. Vagina, the most magical place in all the world. And now here's it used in a conversation. Person one, what are you doing today? I'm going to the most magical place in all the world. Jamaica? No, idiot. The vagina.
You moron!
Oh,
Jamaica.
that's great, man.
I don't want
Oh
the
man.
sand between my toes, my boy. I'm trying to get wet.
Another good one I like is from Role Models when he calls it the Whispering Eye. I think that's the most appropriate one that we've
Yes,
said so far.
that is a great one. Doesn't the little
Here's
kid
another
say
one.
that?
No, McLovin says it.
Oh yeah, McLovin says
Hi,
that.
Mr. Whispering Eye. Hi, Mr.
Here's a
Whispering Eye.
classic one. The box. Come on.
Oh yeah, Box
Yep.
is good. I like
Box is
Box.
easy. I think that has a little bit of class to it too. Less
Yep.
derogatory.
Until you say mucking box,
Yeah, I
which
mean,
is what you say when you're talking about box. I mean, you go right to mucking box.
yeah.
Jack,
I
you
mean,
missed it earlier. I was telling Mike the origin from 69 was it was actually found in a Hindu temple. It was a sculpture, but the dude was standing up and the chick was like just hanging off him doing a 69. Well, vertical session.
I honestly, as a 150-pound, 5'8" male,
Hmm.
don't think I'm making that happen.
That's
I don't.
Mike and I went there immediately too. We were like, I don't have the dexterity or the wherewithal or the want
No.
to be able
Who
to
am I,
put.
yeah,
fucking Jason Momoa? That's not happening. Like
You
I'm
got to be
not
Jason
no,
Dwayne the Rock
Momoa,
Johnson.
or you got to be the
Johnny
50 Shades
Sins.
of Grey guy, where you got all kinds of like apparatuses and shit hanging from your ceiling. Like we just don't have
Yeah, you
that
better either have
available.
some equipment or some muscles because you're
Right.
not getting it done either way.
Or somebody's getting hurt, and it's
Would you
probably
guys
going to be
ever?
her.
Would you guys ever consider like one of those sex swings or something like that? Like like toys and little shit, whatever. That's I mean, I guess that's kind of like the new norm nowadays, I guess. But like straight up having like a fucking room and or like a swing, or like here, get in here. Like I feel like that's just over the top, over handling.
I'm down, but I've never
Yeah.
seen one operated.
Mm-hmm. Fair.
But I think if you meet the right person and they're into all that stuff, I say
Yeah.
add an addition onto the home and build that room out. You
Yeah.
know?
No, yeah, you're right.
Make it
That's fair.
happen.
I just feel like where does it when does it come like when does it go from like kinky to like BDSM, you know? Like where does it come from like this is a I have daddy issues to like I want to get fucking punched in the face like Trevor Bauer. You know what I mean? Like
I
I don't
think,
understand
yeah,
like
I think it's a slippery slope. I think you're right
yeah.
about that because I think once you build the sex room and use it a couple times, like, does it get old and then you have to keep going farther? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Like you
I
start with
feel like
like
that's kinda what happens.
yeah, you start with something like nice and easy, and then all of a sudden you went from like a leather whips to like I'm hitting you with a 2x4. You know what I mean?
Bro, building a room is so sketchy though, because once you
uh,
build it, what do you convert that into? You're not doing that in your early 20s
it's a
and then having
nursery.
a kid and converting it to the nursery. Like you're not you're not doing that. You're
Yeah.
not.
Alright, honey, take down the sex swing, we gotta put it in the rocking chair.
Yeah. Yeah, like how do you hide a sex swing? Like you need a room for that, but if you build a room, you got to be committed, bro, cuz that room's tainted now, no pun intended.
You just put like, dinosaurs and shit around the sex swing and turn it into a rocking chair. It's the same fucking thing.
The sex
Yeah.
swing is like a carousel, like for
It's
Yeah,
themed
above the
now.
exactly.
Yeah.
crib.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh man. It's crazy to think that that kind of shit exists, man. Like that, like people having like sex rooms and stuff, and also like the fact that like orgies and like swingers and shit, like all that stuff is real. Like
More
it
and more
always makes you
common, too.
yeah, and it's like, dude, like, oh, like I don't know, you like see it, and then you start getting like roped into something like at a bar where you're like, hold on, dude, like, are they trying to fuck me? Like something like you know, like you see like who the weirdos are, and you're like, is that even that weird? I just can't believe that that shit's like real.
That was what
And it
happened to you with the rich gay guys, right?
yeah, well, exactly. Like that's what I'm saying. Like shit like that, where I'm like, am I getting roped into something that like I'm just being friendly? You know what I mean? Like all of a sudden, I got a 2-day contract for my beehole. You know?
You did. You almost had it. You
Yeah.
almost had it. Would have been
Getting
worth it though. Those
nowhere.
guys were
Yeah.
loaded.
Oh yeah, definitely. Well, no, it wouldn't have. Let's get real. Hold on. I'm
No,
not.
let's get real. It's not gonna be
No.
worth it, but it would have been lining the
But
boys' pockets.
yeah, been on a been on a weirdly like successful dating like over the last, I don't know, 3 months or so. Like it's been successful, but it's also been like a little disappointing. Like I've gone on like way more dates over the last like 2 or 3 months than I
Mm,
have in like a while. But like I've gotten like cucked twice in the last like 3 weeks. Where it's like not that I'm just looking to fuck or anything, but like when you're having a few drinks and like that's like the end game at the like that day, I've been
yeah.
fucked twice.
Are these like first dates that this is happening on, or this is like you're following up second date, like it might be able to happen this time?
So a little bit of this, a little bit of that. So,
All right,
the
let's get into
one
it.
thing, it's like, all right, uh, go on it. So I don't want to spill all my beans here because it's been
No, you don't.
successful. So I'm not going
You don't got to
to.
spill out
But
beans. Don't give us the recipe, but give us
yeah,
some spices that
exactly.
you threw in there.
Yeah. So like, uh one chick, it's like, go out, good time, get after it, all this good stuff, and then find out that she's traveling like every fucking day. Like literally bitch is out, shouldn't call it a bitch, that's
Uh,
fucked up. She's out of town like every other week. It's like, dude, I can't mentally do that.
like
Um
work stuff. She's gone all the
Work
time,
stuff, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Mostly work stuff though. And like her actual work is like was like out of the town a lot. And I'm like,
so
ugh,
there's no
like I
getting
thought,
around that one.
nah. And it's like, well, we can make it work. It's like I can't. Like
Yep.
I've already made up my mind and I can't do it. Um
Yeah.
But it was like, oh, all right, okay. So there's one that was actually decent, and then like the next week, you know, take a chick out and thinking everything's going good, and then you get home, beating up stuff. Come on, let's go. Turn Pitch Perfect on, set the mood right.
Oh hell yeah.
uh, Girl's on her period, and then like she's like,
No.
yeah, and I'm like, and it was like going down. I'm like, oh, and
Right.
then
Pitch
damn,
Perfect was on. It was a
yeah,
wrap.
then a couple weeks ago at a buddy's house. This was like random shit. I'm like, hell yeah, there's one single girl there, and it's like never does that happen where I'm the guy that gets the only other single person there.
That's
Uh
tough.
yeah,
It's a tough situation.
you know, kind of make it all happen. Get up in the room. You got a condom on you? No, I didn't think I was gonna fuck.
No.
I didn't think I was gonna be fucking tonight.
You don't got a Lucy in your wallet?
Bro, first of all, no, I don't have a wallet that holds a Lucy for one, and two, I contemplated just having one, but I was like, there's no need. Like I'm going to a place with no single people, and I'm not
Yep.
getting into this thruple shit. So,
How many people were there? I want to see if this is
7.
a fair assessment. Oh yeah, that was a very fair assessment.
It
Yep.
was yeah, it was
Yep.
like a small birthday gathering. Didn't know,
Yep.
you know. So I was like, oh,
And
and
then some smoke shows up, looks you in the eye when you get there, and says, "I'm sucking your dick tonight." And Mike was like,
well,
"Well,
that's the
I
biggest
don't have a
problem.
rubber."
That's the biggest problem. It's like, well, okay, I don't have a rubber, no big deal.
Mm,
I don't want to have
yeah,
to literally say it, but put it
right.
in your
Let's
mouth.
69. Yeah, L-
Yeah.
let me jump
Like,
in your hoo ha, and you can lick my snatch.
yeah, what the fuck?
You know,
Oh, man. But yeah, it's just
to
been like
no
weirdly
avail.
like,
Hey,
yeah, but striking out in like the best ways, where it's like I'm getting there. I'm on base, fucking
yeah,
getting thrown out at home every goddamn weekend though.
it's your slugging that we need to
Yeah,
like pick up.
yeah.
Kids get on base.
Dude, definitely. It's kind of been weird because like even like on the apps and shit, like I've been having just more like meaningful conversation and like that's and I'm not like trying to be like a serial dater because that's fucking I would rather have something more serious, but like
Yeah.
I'm getting way more like interest out of people that I would normally get. And I was just like, 30's doing you right, brother. You know what I mean? Like
Hell yeah.
it's been 3 months and just having a good time with it. But now I just need to fucking figure it out because Papa's sick of spanking it.
I think I think that I think this it feels like this is leading to good things, you
Yeah,
know? I mean,
yeah,
volume's the first problem. Volume's 99% of guys' problems, right? You're not going on enough dates. You need to go on enough dates to
yeah,
meet the person that you're gonna fall in love with. It doesn't just
yeah.
fucking happen, you
Well,
know?
it
So
happened for you.
yeah. I mean,
Bro, Bob's a fucking outlier though.
I know.
yeah,
I'm just
that's a
That
very
shit does not happen ever.
no, it doesn't. And yeah,
yeah,
it would never happen again. So we're hanging on to this one for dear life.
dude. Speaking of the guys, you know another thing I'm so sick of as a fucking person.
Mhm.
Everybody that I fucking well, at least in Chicago, not necessarily in Detroit or anything, or in Michigan or anything. All my friends got put on by somebody. Like, oh hey, it's like this dude's. We're dating my girl's sister, my girl's cousin, my girl's fucking
Best
friend.
friend.
Blah
Yep.
yada yada. All of them get put on, and I'm over
Yep.
here like, what the fuck am I chopped liver, bro? Like, how is there not one more? You know what I mean? Where I'm just like, come on, like if you're not gonna let me bang you, like where's your best friend?
Yeah.
Wingman, like come on.
Nah, but
So
the setup stuff sometimes doesn't work. And
yeah, no,
some
but
like what?
I was gonna
Mike
say,
just
but
wants the effort there.
yeah,
Right,
exactly.
okay, okay.
Being in the court is always nice. You know what I mean? Where it's like I don't want to
Right.
Right.
be in the stands every goddamn time when we're going out with our friends, and then it's like I gotta
Right.
fucking pull a Jackie Moon, and I'm the fucking crackhead that ends up making the half court shot the one time I get lucky when I'm with my
Right.
friends because I have to go put in work on my own. You know what I mean? Which it doesn't work that well when I'm alone.
So they didn't even like for this uh the like smaller party, this party of like 7 to 10 people that you were at. They didn't even like tell you, "Hey, this chick's coming. This might be a
No,
good thing."
no, no.
How did they not say that?
I don't know. It was my buddy Joe, and he it was just supposed to be for his girl. He didn't make it seem like there was gonna be anyone there. I don't know.
Mm,
I mean, not that it mattered. Nah, I won't even say. But
we got to get you
either
some
way,
vocal friends. That's really what it boils down to
yeah.
here.
Well, it's
I mean, they
funny.
got to speak up, you know?
So the same guy texted me today. It was like, yeah, we're going to this game. My girl's sister's gonna be there because I have the same day Cubs tickets later on in June or whatever. He's just like, yeah,
Mm.
her sister's gonna be there. You need to fuck her. She needs it. I was like, oh, now you tell me that shit's going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
God
fuck.
forbid you send
Yeah.
you send a memo before last time.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mike's never hanging out with this dude again without a condom.
Yeah,
No.
exactly. Like, if not, it's going in you,
Yep.
buddy.
Exactly. I'm using this thing one way or another. So, you better make this happen. Pressure's on now.
Ah,
So, are you
yeah.
taking these girls like what's your ideal first date spot? Are you like a bar guy or you're not taking
Well,
anybody to coffee?
I have a built-in first date right now for the summer with these Cubs
Okay.
tickets.
Ooh. Wait, have you done that already?
Yeah.
Oh, you have? That's sick.
Yeah, and like I
Yeah,
said,
no
I
shit.
didn't
That's
want to
a
tell
sick
everyone the
first date.
detail. I didn't want to spill the beans, but yeah, I think
Nah.
I've gone to 4 games, and other than the one that I took my buddy Julian for his birthday, it's been a different girl each time.
Damn.
Yeah,
That's sick.
it's
Would you
convenient.
hate would you hate like a good luck Chuck type of situation?
So
Do you think that would break you down?
I think I used to have a good luck Chuck situation. Like right
Jack,
on,
do you know
like
what good
in
luck Chuck is?
Is that that movie with Adam Sandler and what's his name?
no, that's I pronounce you Chuck and Larry.
Oh.
Tell the people, Mike. Tell the people what good luck Chuck
So
situation
good
is.
luck Chuck. Was it Dane Cook? Right? It was Dane Cook.
Dane Cook. Yep.
Yeah. So essentially, he was everybody's right before type of guy. It was right before they fell in love. So if you had sex with Chuck, the next guy or the next like person they were with, they'd get married to. So like
Yep.
people were just end up at the end of the day ended up being like they were just going to him for like a hookup so then they can find their one and which
Right
at
after.
that point, yeah. Um
It sounds just about exactly what I'm looking for right now.
It's a hilarious movie, and Jessica
yeah,
Alba's in it.
and
Great
Jessica
movie.
Alba obviously, yeah. Um but I I thought I was going through a good luck Chuck situation. Give me one second. Cause I kept feeling like I don't know, like I just kept happening. I'm like, man, but also I didn't hate it because it wasn't intentional. Obviously, it wasn't like anyone was just fucking with me to be like, oh hey, this is never gonna happen anyway. It was always like it just didn't work out, or I was kind of being a scumbag, back in my early 20s. So,
Right.
um, no, I wouldn't hate that. I wouldn't hate it, but I obviously if you knew you were getting used, you would definitely hate it.
Yeah. I mean, it was brutal for Chuck at the end. He was really
Yeah,
beat up,
yeah, but then he got
especially
the
with,
girl.
old girl Jessica was working with the Penguins.
Hmm. But
Mm.
back to the date thing though, like I'm a big like proponent of like I want something that you like so like people who do like the movie lame.
You
Don't
can't
do
do a
that.
movie. You can't do a
People
movie anymore,
like
dude. You
I'm a
can't.
big stand-up comedy guy. I think a date to a comedy show would be awesome, but first date can't do it. Like I can't suit I need something I can talk you through. But
Yeah.
I also don't love the pressure of standing across the bar from you or standing across the table from you eating dinner where it's like I don't even really know you. There's a lot of pressure on that too. So I like the thought of doing like an activity. Um and the
I
one thing
think
that
that. Oh yeah, go ahead.
let's say the one thing that I think is a really like a good idea and it always kind of pops up into my head for a first date is doing like the indoor mini golf thing that we have here. I think I've probably talked about that before is like because you can get drinks, you can talk the whole time, but also there's this weird buffer where like you're doing this, taking a shot, so then you don't have to talk the whole time. You know what I mean? Like or like
Yeah,
an
you
axe
get a little
throwing or something
friendly,
lame like
fun
that.
competition going.
Yeah,
Like, yeah,
Dude, and
exactly.
you can talk. There's built-in things to talk about. I think
that's true too.
that's
Yeah,
like a perfect good date is finding something that like it's not only whatever conversation you can come up with on the spot, but there's also like an objective to whatever the hell you're
Yeah,
doing, you know? That
right.
100%.
keeps things light.
Yeah,
It's a
100%.
team building activity.
Yeah. I and I
An
definitely
icebreaker, if you will.
yeah. And I definitely think it's necessary too. Also, as a competitive person, if you're just gonna roll over and die, then I don't want to be with you anyway. I want you competing against me. I don't care if you suck at golf or not. I want you getting pissed when you miss. Not
Yeah,
fucking psycho, but I want you getting mad when you fuck up. Then I'm like, okay, like I'm still
Mike's
gonna be.
going.
Snaps
Mike's
the putter
going.
in half.
Mike's going putt putt first date, and then the second date, he's like, "Meet me at the wreck," and he's backing her down in the low post. The second date, 1-on-1. Come on, show me what you got here.
I thought I said bring basketball shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah, what the hell are you wearing right now?
Are those even non-scuff?
You're gonna get us kicked out of here, and it's embarrassing. I like the I like a bar date first,
Yeah.
but
Okay.
I think Jack's in the right direction with the. I think you just need to find a way to relieve pressure, right?
Oh yeah. hundred
And
percent.
obviously mini golf, like any activity where you can be like, all right, we have something built in to talk about. I think if you go to the bar, sitting at a table is tough, but if you sit at the bar and you have a cool bartender, that makes the date 100 times
I
better immediately.
I 100% agree with you, and I have done that too. And I agree with you 100%. When you're not staring at this person the whole time,
Yes.
it helps a lot. Um,
And
there's
what
another
you're
date I went.
hoping
It's, God
for
damn.
is you're hoping for the pivot towards
Yeah,
each other at some point,
exactly.
right? And then you got the
Yeah,
hand on the leg, and then
I,
I'm recreating Savannah and I's first date, but that's how you want it to
yeah,
go,
no,
you
hundred
know?
percent. Yeah, 100%. I mean, it's
The bar is a
uh,
safe
it,
space.
it's
We've
it's
said that
very
plenty of times in this podcast.
yeah. I agree with you. It's definitely one of those things where it's like if I can't find some middle ground on an activity or something like that, something fun, Um, either a bar like that or somewhere with a pool table. I think pool
Mm,
is another one where it's like, oh hey, you want to play pool? Or it's like, and I'm not for
yep.
that. Like I wouldn't try super hard just because it's like I don't want to look
No, it's
like
such a
that
hard
dickhead.
game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Like this is where I'm like showing her out, like, oh, all on the hips type of shit. Like nothing, just
Yep.
friendly bullshit. I would never, play that super duper competitively, but like something like that works. It's funny that you say that. I actually there's another one that I fucking struck out on my own fucking demise. Go to a bar, be bopping around, fucking. It's actually the bar we had my party at. I don't know how we ended up there. That was where we went for a first date. She ended up
Was your
being
mom there?
no, she wasn't, thankfully.
Oh, okay. I was
Uh
gonna say, yeah, she
yeah.
can't be there for that.
No. But
First date. So this is my mom.
Yep.
yeah, this is my mom. How are you? She's kind of crazy, so don't be discouraged.
Yeah.
Um
Don't talk to her.
yeah. But
Not yet, at
anyways,
least.
we make it through the whole night, fucking having a pretty good time, and I'm like, all right, this is going in a good direction. We go back to her place. At the end of the night, it's like 3:30 in the morning. I fucking fall asleep in her bed.
No, you did not.
Uh-huh. Not a goddamn touch. Not a goddamn wiggle.
What do you remember? Like you were just like
Yep.
you hit the pillow. It was a wrap.
Yep. So she was like, it was like I laid down and we were trying to like kind of get everything settled to like lay down, like cuddle up, whatever. She's like fucking putting on the TV, and all of a sudden I turned over and I just passed the fuck out. I'm like, God
No,
damn. Nah.
that's a tough one.
Stupid. So yeah, I've been having good luck, and then I just get to a point where I either fuck myself or whatever. It's just like there's another example that I forgot about.
I've got a similar one to that. It was right before shit was about to go down. Max jumped up on the bed and pissed on top of my bed.
Oh no.
Like mid heat. Like we're going at it, standing up, and then Max just freaking takes a leak dead center of my fucking bed. Dude, it's
Oh my
devastating.
god.
Yeah, it's a tough one. There's no coming
See,
back from it, really. I was so
Bro,
frustrated.
that's something I guess I've never really brought up. But I always wonder, because I got two cats. Am I supposed to kick them out and then close my door?
No, I mean Max. Like
mm,
Max had never done anything like that before. I think it was because it was like a weird situation at the time, obviously, and things were new to him. So he's just like, "What the fuck is happening? Like I got to mark my territory," you
yeah,
know.
who's this new
But
bitch type of thing?
yeah, but I don't think you need to kick them out. I don't know, unless they're annoying. But like
They're not
Max
annoying,
always
but they just look. They're just
Mac.
staring. They sit like in the corner of my room and they just look because they're like, "Hey, Dad, what are you doing? This is weird." You
Oh,
Yeah,
know?
we're
cats,
hungry.
you don't got it unless they're
Yeah,
unless they're
yeah.
unless they're getting in there, unless they're like tickling you or doing some weird
Right.
shit. Which even then you can get away with that. Like I've actually had that happen, and not like inside, but like where like my dog will get up and like get you're sitting there making out with the girl or something, and she's like, oh, she's in our
Yep.
faces now, and I'm like,
And then
hey,
it can be a cute thing.
exactly. It can definitely
Yeah.
parlay it into something cute, but
Yeah.
if
Max will
you
try to
can't.
dive in and lick a tit, dude. You can't trust that guy. He'll fucking
He's a
he
he's a
he puts his
DJ
big
though.
boy pants on. Yeah, he's a DGen. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
hanging around dad far too often. That's the problem.
Oh, that's funny. So
Do you guys remember your just to get maybe a little bit more of a background story here? Do you guys remember like the scenario of your first kiss?
like
Have we
real
talked about this
kiss,
before?
like
First
real
kiss
kiss
or
or
like a
like the
first like
kiss.
make out?
Yeah, say
Like
like
a first okay, let's go a first makeout sesh because I my first kiss was so uneventful.
Yeah,
so
so is mine.
I I can give you like both, but I feel like I mean, I don't
We'll do
even know.
first 69 right after this. Go
No,
ahead,
let's
Mike.
go. How about we go youngest? Actually, we'll go oldest to youngest on this. So
Okay.
we were in what, seventh grade. I didn't have my first actual kiss till I think seventh grade. Um and we were, yeah, I know, fucking loser, dude. Now these
I'm
kids
just
are
kidding, man.
fucking at like 12, dude. It's insane. Um,
Ruthless.
it is,
Smoking a
but
cig while they're doing it, vaping their
like,
heart out.
this ain't even my first today, you
Yeah,
cocksucker.
exactly. You you cocksucker.
um, but so I played so our junior highs we had softball leagues. We didn't get to play baseball until high school. So we had like 16 in
Mm,
softball. Um Dude, fuck right off. It was an insurance thing.
that
They
is
wouldn't
lame,
allow us
man.
to play baseball.
That's 2 L7 weenies for my
Hey, we won
so
our
far.
conference though, so can I at least get like a middle ground? You don't have to give me a W for that, but we're the only
It's
you guys don't know, but Jack's throwing up L's at me right now.
that's
Um,
like winning your conference and like I don't even know, like keeping the balloon off the ground.
dude, first of all,
Michael won the 8th grade hacky sack conference finals.
listen, I don't want to hear it because for one, our pitcher, you guys don't even know what 16 softball is. It's bigger than the fucking 12-inch.
Yeah,
Our
it's a
pitcher,
kickball.
pretty much, our pitcher threw a no hitter in 16 in softball when we were in 8th grade.
Against Helen Keller? Who
Dude,
Yeah,
the fuck
dude,
were
the
you guys
blind and the
playing?
deaf.
we were just goats, bro. We were just that good. We fucking made all the plays. Um, and then he spit on a kid in the line. He got suspended for like 3 games because he's a fucking degen. Kid's dead now.
All right.
R.I.P.
I'm
Um,
I'm back in now. I'm back in after
yeah,
I was
spit.
out,
Yeah,
but now it's a fun
little
game.
spit. Anyways, so the
Especially for
girls,
episode 69.
yeah, true. The girls had to go to like to some school or whatever, and they allowed the boys team to like ride with them on the bus. And it
Mhm.
was like they got done with their game and we were watching, and like as we were walking back to the bus, we literally just like turned and kissed. It was like the lamest thing ever. But like it was just kind of like, "Hey, all right, let's do this." And she was taller than me. And it was like, and it was
Bang.
nice. Yeah, it was cute.
Hell yeah.
And then like the first makeout was like the next day we like went like we were in her room in her bed, and
Mhm.
that was
Damn, so your
uneventful.
first makeout was right after that then.
Well, damn near. It was, like, hey, like
Okay.
let's. Your boy was like, let's go. Like, I see
Right.
all the shit on the internet. Let's go.
Strike while the iron's hot was your
Yeah,
thought there. You're
hundred
like, all right,
percent.
I'm not gonna waste any time here. This shit could be on wheels up into the next town in 2 seconds. I gotta make
Yeah,
sure this happens.
and we
Yeah.
didn't. That was as far as we got though. But that is what we did. But yeah, that's this. That's the long and short of that story. Going out of the bus, and we were like, hey, let's kiss. Okay, it was
I
cute.
think my first makeout was 8th grade summer. I've like done a lot of pecs and stuff before
Yeah,
that, but that was like my first actual makeout. I fucking it's the lamest, literally the lamest thing ever, and it sucks to say out loud.
yeah.
But
Embarrassing.
I was like, I was throwing. We were at a big party. It was like a giant pool party in the summer, with a bunch of obviously everybody's like some people were going to different high schools, so we kind of just threw like this big see ya never party.
Hmm.
Um, and this one girl showed up that I'd never seen before. It was like a friend of a friend that I knew from high school, and we ended up like hitting it off or whatever. And then I I made like 7 threes in a row, and that's how I got her number. I was like, all right, each 3 is a digit. Yeah.
No.
And I because she loved basketball, and I fucking banged them all home. And then
Damn.
I don't know how long it was after that, but we made out at the bottom of her stairs in her basement.
It's
It
a
was
good spot
incredible. I
for
had
it.
no idea what I was doing. But
Yeah, no,
yeah,
exactly.
8th grade's a hell of a time.
Yeah, nothing worse than the first time you just get a tongue jammed down your throat and you're like, whoa, what was that? Like, is this how
Yeah,
it's supposed to go? Then you realize that
I
wasn't
think
how it's supposed to go, but
I
you
think it's like
fucking run with it, you know?
that part. Yeah, you're like, this is awesome. Whatever I'm doing though can't be good. Like whatever
Bro, I'm
she's
21
feeling.
years old. Yeah, it can't be good. She's not
I'm
happy
like,
with this.
she's shoving her tongue down my throat. I'm like, this is fucking sick. Like, this is what the hype's about here. And then she's on the other head in her brain. She's like, what the fuck is this guy doing?
Yeah.
You know, it seems like he's trying to lick the hole of a donut. Like,
I
Yeah, it's impossible though, bro. I'm fucking 21 years old and I still have no clue what that's
you
supposed to be like. I
I
don't
s-
know.
I think
It's
that
different for every person.
I
That's the
was
fucking
yeah,
problem.
I was
right.
gonna say I think my theory on that is for one, yeah, you gotta each flower is different, each snowflake is different, and you gotta
You're
adapt.
your own snowflake.
You gotta adapt to them because
Each flower.
I feel like when like you can't like if you take the reins on how you think it should go, and it always ends up like you got to synchronize with them because these bitches don't try. They just do what they know, and you're like, all right, well, this is what we're doing. But when you find someone that you're like, oh, this person actually knows what they're doing, that's when you're like, okay, this is gonna be hot because I don't hate this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's definitely it's like tiramisu. There's levels, there's layers to this shit.
Yeah, I think when people are like, yeah, like that person's a really good kisser or that person's really good in bed, like that's all
To your
relative.
preference, yeah, exactly, 100%.
Right. And I think that the good kisser thing, especially, how the fuck do you peg that?
Yeah, I
You
agree.
know, like universally,
And
no.
it's like the
There's no
shit you
way to
see.
know.
Yeah, it's like, are you banking this on like what you see in movies and shit? It's like, because that looks uncomfortable most of the time. Like, yeah, like a little bit of this, a little bit of that, but like, dude, like, come on. Like,
Yeah.
my mouth is only one size. Okay, it's one size fits all.
You-
I'm gonna make this mouth work no matter what, dude. All right.
exactly. And it could be like, I mean, like we said, it's different strokes, different folks. But like, some chick could like be making out with you and fucking slip her tongue up your nose
Yeah,
and be
yeah.
like, "Damn, that shit was whack." Some other guys like fucking put that shit in here, dog. Come on,
Dude,
you know.
I like silly shit like that. Like don't shove your tongue on my nose, but like, dude, I I like
Green
I like
example.
a silly makeout session. Like obviously, there's time and a place, but like if you fucking do some goofy shit and you like lick me on the nose or some weird shit, I'm just like, oh, all right. Like it kind of turns me
That's
on. I
cute.
don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cute.
Noted.
Noted. um,
Jack's keeping that one in his back pocket.
yeah. But Jack, you tell us about your first kiss there, bud. Was it like last weekend?
It's actually coming up this next weekend. I got
Got a
it
date
planned. I got
for
a
it.
whole day planned. Yeah.
That's huge. You sent them a calendar invite.
Yeah, yep. There's actually two of them. They're both coming down.
Yep. I could do Tuesday at 7, or I can do Friday at 4:30. Whatever
Yeah, I
works for
sent him
you.
an Evite on Outlook.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, mine was also, I believe, the summer of eighth grade, like going into freshman year,
Hmm.
maybe. And I was actually over at my current girlfriend's house for the first time ever, and we were watching Marley and Me in her
Oh
living room.
my god.
Yeah,
S-
terrible spot to
Talk.
be for the guy.
Yeah, talk about bringing the mood down.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. We could have watched literally anything else, but
Could have watched fucking
um,
Passion of the Christ and it'd be better.
Yep.
oh yeah, 100%. We
Fucking
could have
A.
watched fucking Star Trek and it would have been more enticing.
Yep.
Um, but yeah, that was pretty much it. My first like makeout sesh wasn't as interesting or funny as my first kiss. My first kiss was at one of Bob's football games, Friday night football, and I
That's
was
where
in
it's
sixth
supposed to be.
grade, and I kissed this woman that was like probably a foot and a half taller than me behind the baseball fields at Nouvelle. um,
I
and
think
it was
I bet
so
a
fucking
lot of first
awkward.
kisses went down there.
Mhm.
Oh, dude. I think me and everybody that I grew up with had their first kiss at a Friday night Nouvelle football game.
Right.
Yeah.
That was the spot, bro.
It was
That was like
Butter's
the only
Kissing
place
Company.
everybody met up
Yeah.
outside of school at that age. You
Yeah.
know,
Right.
when
That
you're in
was the only
sixth grade,
place
you're
you
not going
saw each
over
other.
anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, huge.
Yeah. Love to
Yep.
see it.
Bro, the hype for Bob's games back in the day between my friends and I, like my whole grade, was fucking intense. Like picking out a fit to pull up to Nouvelle on a Friday night was it was a daunting figure. And I always wore like Sperry's and jeans that were too skinny and then my St. Stephen's football jersey, but
Yep. I
but
was
it
gonna
was
say
still, you had to show out.
green Under Armour.
Yeah. Well, dude, and at that point too, it was still St. Stephen's versus St. Tom.
Mm-hmm.
So they were all wearing their jerseys. We were talking shit.
Yep. You're
So
like, I'm gonna kiss your bird, mate, if you're not careful.
yeah.
Uh,
Exactly. Bunch of foot fairies.
I take your bird behind the baseball fields and have my way with her.
Jeez.
That's all I
When I
got.
th- when I heard you say heard you say I'm gonna kiss your bird, I was thinking like dick. I was just like, hold on, what were you guys doing over there in Saginaw? Like,
I've been watching a lot of Love Island recently.
Oh
If you
man.
guys aren't on
Two
that show.
new boys.
Oh, here come the mates are coming in. If you're not watching that, Michael, you need to get your shit together.
Are
Don't
you
watch.
watching
you
season
know
8?
I'm not watching
Yeah,
it,
hell yeah,
bro.
I'm watching season 8. Don't waste your time with the US version on Netflix. Don't fucking waste your time with it. You go right over to the UK version on Hulu. It's 100 times better. I don't know why, but it is.
I mean,
Um,
everything's better with an accent. I'm pretty sure that's confirmed.
it just is. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Especially that kind of show. Like the American people just annoy you because they
Yeah.
have like our problems.
Yeah.
And the British people like got a whole new way of talking about shit, and it's just
Yeah, I was gonna
funny
say the
and
language
entertaining.
alone, dude. You're like, oh,
Yeah,
that's a good slang word. I like that.
exactly.
Dude, they have the best slang. Like the
Yeah.
amount of times I said banter after I watched season 7 of of Love Island.
Yeah, let's go have a
But
chat.
dude, yeah, let's go have a chat. But
Yep.
dude, I will say the women in the United States version are way more attractive than the UK version. I don't know what it is.
That's how we do it over here in the
Yeah,
homeland. But
yeah, we do have hotter women.
it's just not as funny. You know,
Yeah.
that's the problem. Or entertaining.
And American women are the fucking worst. So obviously it's less entertaining. Let's get real.
That is where you have to draw the line, right?
Yeah. Mm.
Bro, the dynamic of that show is so funny. Like they cover all the bases. They have dudes like the guys' jobs for the job titles are so fucking funny. They'll
Mhm.
have like a bodybuilder, a social media influencer, somebody who works in finance, and
A
then like
software engineer.
somebody from North Scotland. He's a bricklayer. Like he's
Yep.
getting his hands dirty. He's not afraid, you know.
The
Like they
farmer, the
cover them all.
farmer in this season.
Yeah,
That blonde
exactly. They
dude.
got a farmer in there. Yeah.
Yeah. She's like, I don't
Dude,
know, mate. I'm just
speaking
rolling the
of
hay.
titles,
Mhm.
is it weird that I think that chicks with guy names is obnoxiously attractive?
Like an Alex? Give me a good
No,
example.
Alex. So
Hector?
like, no,
Hector can go both ways.
no, like Bobby, Tony,
You like
Stevie.
that cute eye shit.
Dude, the I at the end, bro.
You
It
like that shit.
fucking kills me, bro. Randy, I bet there was a chick named Randy. Bad. You see a chick,
No,
dude.
Randy can't go both
I've
ways.
never seen a
Randy
Tony
as a
that's
chick
not
could be hot,
bad, dude.
but
Anything with
Randy as a dude is a scary name.
yeah, no,
You think
definitely.
Randy as a chick could be hot?
I think under the right circumstances, depends on how she spells it as well. I hope there's no H in there. I hope it's not Rahandy.
No, that's
Actually,
not a Rahandy. Actually, a Rahandy might be nice. Get a little fucking dark skin, that little tan skin in my body. Come on now, dude.
Yeah.
Also, you tell me you ever seen a female Bobby that wasn't bad as shit? Come on, they're
I
all
think
bad.
that might be an Illinois thing. We don't have very many Bobbies over here.
bro,
In
I
the
met a
mid-
Bobby on when I went to Central's orientation my freshman year of college. There was this chick named like Bobby Marie or something like that, and she was on our field hockey team. And but she grew up in like Southern California or some shit, and I was obsessed for this with this woman for like 2 whole years. I saw her on campus all the time and was like, hi. That was
Yeah.
all
I
I.
feel like
That's all I
another one
couldn't.
that's a little more normal is like Taylor. That can go both ways.
Yep.
You never met a Taylor that's not. I mean, all the Taylors are bad.
Taylor's a little bit too generic though.
No, you're right, but I'm just saying it could go both
No,
ways.
but you're right. No, you're absolutely right. Randy, I'm not on board with that one. Randy, I can't go with. Do I
Dude,
make you Randy, baby? I mean, we're staying UK today, you know.
Yeah.
We're staying UK today, my boy.
Yeah, I
I
don't know.
like the name Holly for some reason. By the way, if your name's Bobby Mary, you need to be a country singer, right? I mean, Bobby Marie.
Yeah, Bobby Marie, not Bobby Mary.
Yeah,
Bobby
not
Mary,
Bobby Mary.
that's in
Bobby
the
Bobby
yeah,
Marie, quit your day job and go to Nashville and start singing
yeah,
because like they're gonna sign you just for name alone.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't have very much name input. I mean, Roberta would be the me of women. How do
Uh,
we feel about that? We're not dating any
dude,
Robertas
I
anytime
actually,
soon.
you know what's funny is I actually matched up with the chick and her name was Michael,
Really?
but she was foreign of
I
some
think you were
sort. But
duped.
it
Oh,
was like it wasn't
It's
Michelle
just
either.
Mike with like the girl Snapchat filter
yep.
on.
This
No,
bitch is
yeah, it was
fine as
He's
fuck.
like, damn, she's kind of hot.
she's a big fine woman. Why don't you back that
it's
ass up?
it's Mike's exact like height, weight, stats, and everything.
Damn, she works at my company. How have
I've
I
never
not met
seen
this
this
woman?
bitch
Dude,
before. She must be fucking walking around incognitus.
I'm starting to think about it. Maybe it's just the eye that gets me.
I think it
Cause
is, Mike. I really do. I think that's the spell that you're under. And I don't blame you. We just don't get a lot of them out here. You'd be
yeah,
good with the like any of those names that they fire off in Ted, where he's like
kinda.
Pammy, Sammy,
Yeah,
fucking yeah, like going down that list. You're all over it.
yeah. Cassandra.
Okay,
Yeah. I mean, fuck.
Cassandra.
I guess
I'm really gonna
life's
regret that
okay,
Holly comment.
boys. Yeah, I was wondering why you said that, but we're gonna live with that.
Well, you guys are gonna live with it. You're gonna have
Yeah.
to find a new podcast partner.
My thing is, there's a reason behind it, and now you're gonna have to bring it out or come up with a really good one before you get
I
to this
don't
next
have a reason.
conversation with it.
I don't have one. There's not a person. Hopefully this covers my ass, but there really is no person. There's no like.
There's no
It's just a
frame of
nice name.
reference. You just said it.
Yep, that was word vomit. Regrets. Not even a
Uh,
letter.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll keep you posted. I'm becoming just out here, dude. I'm out here grinding, boys. And
That's all. That's all we're asking of you. We're asking you to put the hours in. Kids putting the hours in. Pretty
yeah,
soon we're
I
gonna
wish
have
I,
some
I wish
sort of an
I felt a
announcement.
little more
Maybe one.
comfortable. I wish I felt a little more comfortable saying more shit on here because I have good stories about dating that it's just like certain people that listen and or certain like I don't want to like not dox anybody, but like I don't want anyone to know how I actually feel about some things. You know what I mean? Where it's like if
Right.
they listen and all of a sudden they're like, "What the fuck?" and I'm like, I'm sorry. You know what I mean?
We'll
But
keep
one of these
those. We'll
days
keep
we'll
those
get big
behind
enough.
Yeah, we'll keep those behind the Patreon paywall. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
Those are them stories are $9.99. You want that Michael special?
Yeah. But
But all right, let's get the fuck out of here. Episode
yeah, let's go.
69. We had to catch everybody up a little. We haven't done a dating
Yeah,
synopsis in a while.
in a
So I
minute.
think that we
Yeah.
need to do that. Episode 69 seemed like the perfect place to do it. Yeah, and hopefully we'll get an update soon that says, "Hey, all the boys are greenlit. Married life is tight." You know?
Locked in, baby.
Exactly.
Yeah.
For
Go
now,
clean
we're
your
just fucking
snatch.
making out in 8th grade. That's all we got. Yeah, go clean your snatch, your slit, your hoo-ha, your cooch,
Your
whatever you want to
box.
call it. This would be a hell of a poll. Maybe we'll put that out there. But whatever your favorite vagina word is. Thank you for listening. Tell your mom not to listen to this one. Or tell your mom to listen to it. Fuck it. And we will see you guys next week for episode 70. We love you. Peace.
Love ya.
Deuces.